Hi, this is Kat with Adapt. So to choose the right native garden kit, the most important thing you need to know about your soil is how it holds moisture. Our kits are designed for different soil moisture. Dry soils that drain quickly and don't stay damp for long. Mesic soils stay evenly moist. And wet soils that hold water and stay soggy after rain. So you can figure this out by digging in and making a few simple observations. So after a good rain is a really good time to do this. Does your soil dry out or does it stay wet? Does it crumble easily or is it kind of heavy and sticky? So if you want to understand your soil more deeply, you can explore its texture, like what it's made of. And all soils are made of a mix of sand, silt, and clay. And the balance between them affects how much water the soil holds. There's two great ways to figure this out. One is really simple and the other one is pretty simple. So the first one that's really simple, I'm going to call the feel test. That's just take a handful of it, make sure it's moist soil so that you see how it's absorbing the water, and rub it between your fingers and just notice. If it's gritty, that means there's more sand in it. If it's smooth and silky, there's silt in there. If it's sticky and moldable, that means there's some clay in there. The other way of testing your soil that's really reliable is the jar test. So take a clear jar and fill it about halfway with soil from your site. Add water to the rest of the jar, almost to the top. Close it and shake it really well for a minute or two. Then let it sit. After 1 minute, the sand will have settled to the bottom. After 1 to 2 hours, the silt layer will form in the middle. And overnight, or 24 hours later, the clay will settle at the top. Let's think about these particles just a little bit longer so that we understand them a little more deeply. Sand particles are the largest, so they do feel gritty, and they don't hold much water, so they drain quickly. Because the particles are so big, there's lots of space between them. That also means the water runs right through them. Silt particles are medium-sized, and they feel smooth and kind of floury, and they hold water better than sand, but they still drain fairly well. Silty soils tend to be fertile and soft. Clay particles are the smallest, so they're tiny, almost microscopic. Clay feels sticky when wet and forms tight clumps. The particles are really close together, and that means that water moves through them very slowly, and that the soil can stay wet for a long time. Again, the proportions of these three, sand, silt, and clay, make up your soil texture, which shapes how well your soil holds moisture, how easily roots grow, and what kind of plants will thrive there. This is going to help you go and pick a garden kit, but it's also going to help you add diversity to your garden in the future. This is also a really great opportunity to think about the story that your soil tells. Is it the result of more recent human activity, like in cities or in subdivisions, where soils are often reshaped or brought in, and that can lead to kind of unexpected combinations? Or does it tell the story of your site's natural ecosystem formed over centuries by rivers or glaciers or prairie roots? All of it's really interesting to consider and think about, and we encourage you to do that. Like, subscribe, and please share pictures of your beautiful gardens because we want to see them.